Alright, so today we got SH Figuarts Gamerverse Cyclops. I was super excited to pick this action figure up just because of the sake of it being a Marvel superhero that I grew up with. I honestly thought it was a bonus point that it was a Marvel vs. Capcom action figure, but mainly just for the hero itself, man. I was super excited. I wanted a good Marvel action figure for a long time, and Marvel Legends just wasn't doing it for me. So let's just see what happens when we crack this guy out of the box. Let's get straight into him. So here we have Cyclops outside of the packaging. And let me tell you that as soon as I pulled this guy outside of the box, I immediately felt like I was going to enjoy this figure. The paint sculpt on him, the weight on him feels so good, dude. I am so excited. Before I go into the figure, let me go over this guy's accessories because he does come with a few. Okay, so he comes with like these open hands here. Okay, and he comes with like these judo chop hands, as you can see. Then he comes with other open hands. There you go. And then he comes with like these like pointy gun hands. See? Now he does come with an optional visor where his blast is kind of just like seeping through. Sorry, I don't know why my brain couldn't articulate that word. And he comes with other head sculpts. I'm assuming the head sculpts are going to go based on, the weight of these blasters, but they're all detachable, as you can see. So he comes with a different head sculpt where he's kind of like angry in a way, doing his blast. And he has another one where he's kind of like shouting. Now this blast is a little bit more just straightforward. And I'm assuming it's because the weight of these guys are going to be so different that he comes with two different like neck pieces. Kind of interesting how to figure that out, but we'll figure it out. We'll see how that works. Now, I didn't take this one outside of its packaging, but he does come with like this backdrop here for like his ultimate move in the game. See? Let's take it outside of the packaging together, actually. Yeah, it's super interesting, and I feel like for what Cyclops does, I feel like this was a perfect amount of accessories. I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if you needed more, but so they're two separate pieces, as you can see, and what you would do is just kind of like put them together like that. Optic blast. Boom. I genuinely thought it was going to be one piece, but I guess not. It's two separate pieces. So if you put them together, they stand pretty well just like that. So yeah, pretty interesting, man. Pretty interesting indeed. But going over this figure's body once more, I genuinely cannot just stop looking at this guy. He looks amazing. But let's go over his articulation. His head can look all the way up, which is cool because I wanted to do that scene where he's kind of just like blasting downwards. Pretty cool. Now he can look down all the way. Oh, his neck piece actually came out pretty easy. That's what it looks like on the inside. Let's try to put this guy back together. Perfect. And it snaps pretty easily. So he can do a full 360 on the neck alone. Now on the head, not so much. The head is kind of limited. But if you force it a little bit, I'm sure you can. But we're not going to do that. So his arm can go just about that 90-degree angle, I would say. Maybe just a little bit less. Or it looks like it's a little bit less, but I would say it's just about, yeah, just about 90. And his arm can do a full 360. He has double jointed elbows, as you can see. And I love that Tamashii does this thing where like it kind of like this piece right here, when they use it for like the knees or the elbows, I like that it kind of just looks like it's blending in with the articulation. It looks really good. So the wrist cuff, they don't move. Okay, now he does have a wrist swivel and a hinge. So I'm assuming, yep, there it is. You can go side to side, or you can articulate it to where it looks like he's doing some curls. Now, for the torso, this is the part that everybody on the internet was kind of like talking about, where it was kind of bad. But to me, I would say it does feel stiff. It does feel stiff. Now, the lower piece, so I want to see if I can get this on camera for y'all so you guys can see it. You see how his suspenders kind of like bleed into his lower back? It can go all the way down into his waist. So there you go. Let's see if we can get that up there. So there you go. The ab crunch is very limited, so I can see what people are kind of like talking about. But to me, it's not really a big deal. The fact that I could even move it around alone is kind of crazy. But this fool's toupee just fell out. So a lot of people didn't like also like the thong piece of Cyclops. But another thing that I just really don't care about, I really just like having a Cyclops figure. So I'm probably just glazing to y'all at this point. But his leg goes just about less than 90 degrees when it goes to the side. He can kick upward all the way to a 90-degree angle. And he can go back into a 90-degree angle. He has double jointed knees, which again, bringing up this piece here where it blends in the articulation together. He doesn't have a boot cut. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he doesn't have a boot cut. I was actually expecting a boot cut. Oh well. Or maybe my figure's just super stiff. No boot cut. Okay. And he can plantar flex just about there. He can dorsiflex there. And he has the toe hinge with the cut, so it's not going to go forward or anything. I would say he's a solid figure, but let's be realistic here. Sometimes a solid figure shouldn't be costing more than what they are. But I get it, with licensing and whatnot, with Marvel Legends and, always coming to an agreement, because let's just be honest. Tamashii will not sell this for like $20, $30 because Marvel Legends owns that market. They had to sell it at over $100 for them. Is this figure worth $100? In my honest opinion, I don't think so. But I understand why they got to do it that price anyways. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, going based on the articulation, if you guys are a fan of the Marvel vs. Capcom line, if you guys are a fan of just Gamerverse period, then I highly recommend picking this guy up if you didn't already. But I don't know. I truly liked it because it's a Cyclops figure. I do want more from this line. I want more Marvel figures that are decent, that are good, comes with accessories, because I just like having fun with these guys. But I ended up picking up this action figure from Toyco. If you guys were struggling to look from other figures, I highly recommend you guys check them out. If not, they're in your other mainstream lines like Big Bad Toy Store, other places, even sometimes Amazon carries them too. So feel free to check this guy out, dude. He's super cool. It's unfortunate that the ab crunch is a little bit limited, like most people said, but to me, it's not a big problem. It's not a big deal. But the pricing, man, I think the pricing is what hurts, but at the end of the day, it's understandable with tariffs and whatnot. So thank you guys again for watching my video. I really wish I could go into more detail with this guy and talk about more things, but I like just cutting straight to the point. But alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. Love y'all, and I will see you again with another video, okay?
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.